Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. It's Sovereign Saturday. Stay on mission. Stay on mission. This is very important for a sovereign man because it's not just having your own spot or, having the ability to pay all your bills, having some control in your life. A man going through life needs direction. It's our very nature to go out, to explore, to have something to do. An important part of just pure masculinity is having something to do. Indeed, and I will say this, I don't care who gets mad, but when you get these men out here who don't want to work, there's something wrong with their masculinity. There's something wrong. There are men out here who have worked, elders who have worked a whole job, like a whole lifetime, even made millions, or at least enough to live comfortably, and they'll still go out and get a job just to stay busy, sometimes volunteer something. Because the very nature of masculine energy is to stay busy, to have something to do. It's a man's very nature to create order, to create, to do something. A man can't sit around too long, like just sit around. We have to be doing something. That's just our nature. Now, a man needs to stay focused on what he needs to do. That's why he has a mission. Every man needs a mission. You have some content creators that say a purpose, and it's all accurate, whatever term you want to use. And really, if we lived in a better type of society, men would know this from their teenage years. We would have a rites of passage where a man can actually learn what he's supposed to do. But what I would say for a man who doesn't know his mission, think about what it is that you really want to do in life, really want to do. And that goes beyond money. Money is just a tool. What is it that you want to do? It could be to teach young men. It could be to work the land. I know a dear brother, he's working, he has he does urban farming in black communities. And that's very important to him. He's been very successful in the city he lives in. He's been honored and everything. But that was his mission. Your mission could be myriad things. It could be to write. It could be to write. It could be just to be a good father. That's a mission, just to be a good father. Whatever the case is, you got to stay on mission. See, as I stated earlier, you got plenty of men out here, they don't want to work. They want to just sit around. They don't have anything to do. Indeed, one of the saddest things is when you get men in their 50s and 60s and they don't know what they really want to do with their lives. They have issues that they need to deal with. And indeed might even need to have some mental health issues that they really need to address. Because the natural man, he wants to do something with his life. The natural man wants to be on that mission. And then when you have that mission, it's important to stay on that mission. Because I'm going to tell you what, with a mission, a true mission, it's not always easy. Oh, I wish it was. No matter how much you love that particular thing, no matter how called you feel to that mission, it's going to be difficult, regardless of what it is. Because there's going to be times you're going to be like, why am I doing this? Because it's always going to have some bumps. If you think about it, for example, say you're in the military, you're given a mission, a combat mission. You think it's going to be easy? Oh no, you're going to have some obstacles and everything. But here's the thing. When you on that mission, when you on that purpose, the purpose of the obstacles are to help you grow. Well, think about it like that. They're to help you get to a certain point. They to help you because once you conquer that, get past that obstacle, then you have a reward. You learn something. It's like in you have these Japanese anime cartoons. And they'll have the hero have to go through something, but then they get a new power afterwards. That's the same thing with a mission. You go through everything you have to go through. I'll speak for myself. Getting to this point, which is ultimately my mission, I had to go through a whole lot. And I'm going to tell you what as well, because I always said I'm still climbing that mountain too. I didn't it wasn't perfect. I say, oh yeah, I want to do this, and I'm just going to get to this point. Shoot, you know how much I had to go through. Like a main part of my mission is writing, being a writer. And the thing was, when I first started writing, I had so many people say, oh, you can't make money that way. Oh, that's, I even had someone just say, oh, that's cute. Like she was talking to a child or something, like just having a dream. Heck, I've been called a dreamer. I've been called a dreamer for my mission, or even someone thinking, okay, Rom's trying to do something different, trying to put me down in a way. But I've made all my dreams come true. I'm like, well, shoot, let me make up some more dreams. But I stuck with it. When you're going through those bad financial times, like say your mission is to create a business. It's not going to be easy right away. Any entrepreneur tell you it's not easy. Shoot, there's many entrepreneurs, yeah, they have their business, but just to keep food on their place, a roof over their head, they might have had to work a day job or something, a tough day job, something that they didn't think they had to do. I had to work some day. I told you I've had 1,000 jobs. I've had to work a lot of day jobs just to keep money flowing when the money in my publishing business wasn't enough. Might have could have paid a few bills at times. Sometimes I just needed it, period. There were times where it was so down, the most I might have got out of the publishing was like a good tank of gas and maybe a Happy Meal or something. Just joking with the Happy Meal. I'll never eat at that certain place. But the thing was, I stayed on mission no matter what. I never kept my eyes off the prize. And I'm going to say this, even when you accomplish that mission, something else is going to pop up. And indeed, you could even say, in many cases, your mission is a lifetime. Your mission is a lifetime, because once you have something that you really want to do, you want to keep doing it. That's why you'll have some men in some positions, they'll do it until the day they pass. In fact, even when I get older and people will say, oh, retire. My vision, and I know I'm going to make it come true, is to be a 90-year-old man in a bookstore dispensing wisdom. And with the technology there, I'll just have a camera while I'm sitting there chilling, sell some books while I'm doing it. Maybe have some young men gather around, have some seminars, but be sitting back chilling. Probably won't do it every day. Probably with my sons, probably have some grandkids or something that I got to play with too. So still, that's the vision. That's the mission. I'm sticking to that mission. And when you're on mission, you got to stay on it. Yeah, it's going to be tough. You might not get the support from everyone, but you got to stick with it. Your mission is part of who you are. That's how deep it is. That's the main relationship you have to have with yourself, with your mission. So stay on it no matter what. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for today. Stay on mission. Work towards being that sovereign man. Peace and blessings, everyone.